We're into the business end of the FIFA Under-17 World Cup Qatar 2025 here in Doha, Qatar. The round of 16 is all set for action and to be kicking off on the 18th of November 2025. The round of 32 produced some exciting fixtures. There was celebration and there was heartbreak. 16 fixtures, 16 teams went home and 16 teams remain. Still have another day to fight here in Doha for the FIFA Under-17 title and trophy. We got to see 37 goals scored, and of the 16 teams, 5 games went all the way to penalties. And we got to see the penalty kickers, of course, those who were able to spark their penalties, glory for them, as well as the goalkeepers. Meanwhile, for some of the teams, well, it was heartbreak and they are home. That is football, and that is the knockout phase for you. In terms of Africa's perspective, well, there were 9 teams heading to the round of 32, but heading to the round of 16, we have only 4 teams left. That means 5 teams dropped off at the round of 32 after failing to, of course, be able to get success in their respective fixtures. And that number is set to be cut even shorter into the quarterfinals, because at the round of 16, we have 2 All-African affairs. We're going to be getting into that right here. Now, first and foremost, behind me right there, that's the Altumama Stadium. Now, that will be historical and it will go down in terms of African folklore. Why? Because that is where Morocco defeated Portugal in the quarterfinal by 1-0 in the FIFA 2022 World Cup to qualify to the semi-final, becoming the first African nation to reach the semi-final of the Senior Men's FIFA World Cup. But also, Morocco will remember that stadium very well because in their group stage fixtures, they defeated Canada and Belgium. That particular facility. So, very historical in terms of Africa, but even more so for Morocco. It's a beautiful stadium, and of course, that is the view right here for the Uganda Cubs as they take part in their final training session ahead of their round of 16 tie on Tuesday here this evening in Doha, Qatar. Now, here's what's coming up for you in terms of the round of 16. Portugal is up against Mexico. We have Ireland up against Switzerland. Austria take on England, while Brazil and France are in a heavyweight footballing fixture right there as 2 footballing powerhouses go up against each other in Brazil and France. That's going to be a good one. Then North Korea take on Japan, Uganda take on Burkina Faso, and then the other all-African affair, we have Mali taking on Morocco. We have some big games coming up there in the round of 16. Now today, Uganda, as aforementioned, taking part in their final training session. The boys are here in full spirit. Head coach Brian Ssenyondo believes, of course, that the boys put enough character in the previous match, and being able to maintain consistency and what they've been able to achieve in terms of the improvements they've made in the tournament so far should be able to help them get the job done against Burkina Faso. Here's Brian Ssenyondo on the upcoming fixture.
Of course, the pressure increases, but it's a positive pressure because who doesn't want to have such a pressure of playing the round of 16? I believe everyone would want. Of course, it's not the pressure you wanted, but because it's another level in the tournament, you would welcome it. Like you said, the pressure is there, but it's very positive because it's a pressure to make us work for the best to see that we qualify to the next round. First, like I said, we came here with a primary target, and which we achieved of coming out of the group stages. So far now, the next stage is secondary. We want to enjoy it, but also to compete through it. I believe you saw both of them. We enjoyed the game, but we worked hard because I believe Senegal was a very tough opponent. But he boosts us going into the next fixture, which is also an African opponent. I think they play the same kind of game like Senegal. So we are motivated going into that game, but knowing the task ahead of it. Yes, you would want as a coach to have all your players available and your best players available. But it's the rule. You have 2 cards, you are out. It's not through injury because he's been playing through injury. It's unbecoming to him because he made it for himself. The 2 cards were avoidable. And before that game of Senegal, we talked to him, we said, if there is a tackle here, don't retaliate, don't revenge, just walk away. But you know, the emotions of the game pulled him to getting a yellow card. But he's a very great player for us, like any other player. Of course, we will miss him, but we will have players to step in and do a job we badly need, and we hope he finds us on the next round.
Coach, how would you put towards and describe the team's improvement game per game throughout the course of the tournament? 2 clean sheets in a row now, having conceded during the friendlies, but also at the start of the tournament. So, what's this down to, and how would you describe how the team has improved at this point?
Well, like I said during the pre-camp, is that sometimes when you're a coach and you solve problems like the game management and the set pieces we are conceding from, sometimes you don't see the fruits of the solutions in the immediate games. As the tournament grows, like you said, you see that the team improves in each and everything every now and then. And we knew that working on them would help us go forward. I mean, going forward, we will improve each day. And I believe, like the last game also, our keeper standing big in goal also helped, because on another day he could concede like 3, but when we needed him the most, he was there. So I'm just happy that we have managed to deal with those situations that we are conceding from last time, because it's very hard to concede from open play. Our team, you've seen, but our unbecoming was the set pieces, which we've worked on, and I believe if we don't concede from them and we score our goals like we do, we can manage the game until 90 minutes.
What will it take for Uganda to go past Burkina Faso, or also what will it take for Uganda to perhaps go all the way and win the tournament?
First, we don't want to get excited about winning the tournament. We want to take it game by game. And winning Burkina Faso, one, we have to play our game, our usual game, our way. That's what we should do. Second, we should show the character and the resilience that we have shown in the other games. We should have that consistency coming into this fixture tomorrow. And if we have that, I believe we are good to go.
All the best, coach. We're going to hear in from one of the captains as well. Hamza Ssengoba has been wearing the captain's armband in the most recent fixtures, and during the game against Senegal, he of course went off after a risky head injury, but he's in full spirit and feels fine. This is what Hamza Ssengoba had to say concerning his health, but also the upcoming fixture against Burkina Faso.
I'm fine, and I'm 100% sure that I recovered very well from the last injury, and I'm ready for the game tomorrow.
How tough was the game against Senegal? We scored first, but they were putting us under pressure for 97 minutes.
Of course, for the minutes I played, it was tough from the beginning because it was a strong team, and there were some physical opponents. It was indeed a tough game, but I thank the boys for managing the game throughout the minutes that I played and those that I didn't play.
Of course, tough game. You managed to get to the round of 16. Obviously, Burkina Faso seems to be a tougher opponent because they knocked out and the defending champions again.
Yeah.
Your thoughts on the opponent?
Yeah, of course, being tough at the round of 16, Burkina Faso will be tough. But as I said earlier, we have to be tougher because if we want to go through, we have to go in and give all our best. So if we want to give all our best, we have to be tough, and we have to be tougher than opponent. Because we know the opponent is tough, then we have to just smash them, give our best, and do whatever we can on the pitch so that we can win.
Before the tournament, the target was to at least try to get out of the group stages. But now, at the round of 16, the quarterfinals around the corner, does the target change? Do we want to be world champions, or is still too early?
We targeted to be out of the group, but we are never contented with what we have. We thank Allah that He managed us to reach wherever we've reached, but of course we want more. In life, you should never be contented with what you have. You should yearn for more, and we are ready to push and get whatever we can.
Yourself, the team has scored 4 goals. You've assisted 2 of those goals we've scored. The one against France and the one against Senegal, playing at right back. How are you enjoying yourself in that position?
Of course, I'm happy to contribute to the team's performance and to give those assists. It gives me confidence and it gives me happiness as a player because I see that I'm at least contributing to the goals and contributing to what the team is achieving.
How is the experience like playing at a competition like
awesome, it's professional, Maybe I've never been in a position like this, but at least I've enjoyed everything. I've enjoyed every bit that I've got from the World Cup. I've liked it, and I think my teammates have also liked it. It's the best. Everyone is yearning to be here. It's the best so far, and I hope that I'll just build on that to get wherever I want to.
What has stood out for you?
I think it's mostly the playing surfaces and the pitches and the football in general, because it's by far it's the best.
To achieve at the end of the time?
I expect that I can at least build on whatever I've learned from this end, and when back home I can just improve on whatever I've done this end, so that I can go forward.
What are some of the key things that you've been able to learn from the tournament so far?
Yeah, World Cup is a learning process. I've learned that football is played on and off the pitch. It's played both mentally and physically. So preparation throughout the tournament has been key.
Before the tournament started, you didn't have any of the clean sheets, but France and then Senegal, 2 clean sheets in a row. What improvements do you think the team has done, but also defensively? What has improved to help you form a solid defense?
Revision from all the friendly games we played and all the group stages. First we played against Canada and we conceded, Chile we conceded, but that revision the coaches have been going through, and also preventing the mistakes, coming and solving the mistakes, both in analyzing and then on the pitch, has been helping us mostly, so that that's why we have the clean sheets.
Okay. Now Uganda continued to write history. This is their maiden appearance at the tournament. They defeated Senegal, they defeated France in 2 important games right there, and now they're into the round of 16 at their first time of asking, can this fairy tale continue? Well, the fans will be hoping so. The fans here in Qatar are loving it, the fans back home are loving it as well, and they hope that this fairy tale can continue. But we'll have to wait and see if they can get the job done against Burkina Faso. That game will be on Tuesday, the 18th of November 2025, and we'll see how that will all unfold. We'll bring you all that you need to know right here on the GVH Football Show live in Qatar, Doha, for the FIFA Under-17 World Cup 2025.